Hi folks, it's Dr. Dave Mancuso again, and we are really glad you're here. We're going to jump right in. We're going to talk a little bit more about Dubli and really help you make a decision on this opportunity. There's nothing else like it out there, and the company has just been touted as the #1 growing company in all of network marketing. And we're going to show you why it's growing so fast, why there's something for everyone here, why this is just not recruiting and selling pills, potions, and lotions and auto shipping things, and why this is different. Why is it unique, and why can everybody succeed here? And we certainly want you to be clear on that. So I'm going to jump in and just share a few things with you. You make your own decision. But one of the things I realize is that it's really about awareness. If you are really looking and you're really serious about changing the trajectory of your life or helping other people, making a stand, being a force for good, making a difference in the world, and really, really, really want it, this is the place to be. We are on the ground floor of something very special here, and you will see why over the next 20 minutes. Dubli is a little bit about the company. It's an international company. It's a global company. It's the biggest e-commerce search engine in the world for cash back. We've got headquarters in Berlin, the United States, and Dubai, and the system is incredible. It's working. We've got millions of customers around the world, and each customer saves about $500 to $1,000 each year and gets cash back for shopping they're going to do anyway. So it doesn't make any sense not to shop through the Dubli portal. So it's just about awareness. And the decision is yours, folks, after that. And we're really excited that you're here. So let's go a little bit further and just talk about, about the who factor. Anybody in business that really has been around knows that the who factor trumps the wow or the what factor. We have both, folks. We've got a billionaire owner from from overseas in Europe who's touted as a real genius. He's had incredible companies. He brought great people on board from Microsoft and Lego Corp, and he's just had a who's who of corporate leadership. And when you take that genius and you put him together with Matt Trainer, if you do not know or have not heard of him, is probably the foremost authority on internet marketing. When I was introduced to Dubli not so long ago, I realized I wasn't even looking. I said no about 2 or 3 times, but one of the things I did know was that if Matt Trainer was going to get involved, I had to take a stronger look. And then when I found out that Matt Trainer had put aside over $42 million in corporate contracts to drive leads on the internet, and the fact that my sponsor put aside his 6-figure income that he fed his family on, and risked everything to come over to Dubli, I realized I had to take a second look, or a third look for that matter, and then I saw what they saw. So these guys are quite a tandem, and we are on the ground floor, guys. So timing is now. The timing is now for Dubli. You can take your time and you can think about it, and usually that's about not being able to make a decision, but I don't want you to not be aware of what's happening. At least after the next 20 minutes you'll be aware, and you'll be more empowered to choose wisely and make the right decision if you really want what you say you want. Here's where we stand. We're on the ground floor in North America. Around the world, we've already seen success in Europe. So, when the model, we have the best of both worlds. The model's already working, so now it's about being early in timing here. And we're looking for leadership now. We're not looking for everybody, but we are looking for the right ones and, people that know about timing curves. We're in the first 10,000 people on our team, which is the Wukar team, and we are the Wukar Power Team. And we're going through, we'll go through exponential growth. The next 40% of people that join the company are really going to build the foundation. There'll be some latecomers, and there'll be, marketers coming in, network marketers, internet marketers that finally see the success and hear all the stories. They'll come in late, and then there's the top 10% that will come in later, and it's still a great opportunity. It's just not going to be the same. And you have to realize that a lot of companies say that, like, we're the next billion-dollar brand because we have this certain product. Guys, we have something way more powerful. We have the secret weapon. We have the world's largest internet funnel that's going to bring customers and business associates and partner program companies into our back office, into our businesses, and that's the Matt Trainer factor, guys. This thing is huge. We can reach 10 million people over the next 24 months, where most companies are just word of mouth and go very slow. And we'll tell a little bit of a story about timing and how that works. But if you can be in the top 10%, which we're way beyond that right now, if we only have less than 10,000 people on our team, and you talk about 1 million people, you're talking about you're in the top 1% of this thing right now. So this is a really ground floor, great opportunity. But here's the most important question, because this will drive your success, and it's about you. It's about your why. It's about what you want. If you really want what you say you want, will you do a little bit of work in order to get it? Because the residual, the back end of this company is so special. It's never been done before. Customers are usually customers for life here, folks. In regular MLM, the auto ship and having to recruit and having to sell, 95% of people fail. 95% of people don't recruit anybody in that opportunity. And here you don't have to recruit anybody. We have all kinds of different parts of this program where the worst recruiter and the worst networker and the most shy person can succeed from the comfort of their own home, or by making a simple phone call, whereby the partnership program is apt to say yes because they want fundraising. And we'll go a little bit further into that. So just start to write down now, what do you want? Stress relief. What about not working for somebody else? Having to get up 9 to 5, working 40 to 80 hours every week, not having anything at the end of the month left, month to month, paycheck to paycheck, job, just over broke all the time, whatever it is. Maybe it's security, maybe it's control, maybe it's a better lifestyle, maybe, hopefully some of you are super successful and you just want to be more successful. We all know we should diversify our portfolio. We all know we should have an internet business, but most people don't know how to make money on the internet. So what is the product here? Well, it's pretty simple, folks. It's cash. It's better than any pill, potion, lotion, jungle juice, cosmetic, weight loss shake, whatever it is. What people really want is cash. And when you don't have to auto ship to someone's home, and you don't have to tell someone they have to take a product for the rest of their life, and you don't have to change their buying habits, you're onto something special. This is shopping online, something they're going to do anyway, no changing their habits, just go right through the Dubli portal to any company that they want. We've got over 4,500 relationships with major retailers in the United States and over 15,000 worldwide, so that you can get cash back for shopping you're going to do anyway. Here's an example, folks. I really want you to understand this. This is a Google search for shoes, and these are just some of the companies that came up. And you'll see right here as we go down, you'll see there's a Dubli cashback opportunity. So this is going to drive traffic to this company. If I'm a member of Dubli, do I want 11.2% back as a VIP member? Absolutely, folks. Why would I throw away 11.2% on a purchase I'm going to make anyway? So this is shoes. This is fishing poles and water skis, and this is travel. Let's talk about something else. Do you guys know anything about, or anybody that likes Best Buy? Okay, so if you Google search Best Buy, you'll realize you're going right to the Best Buy website. You've signed into your Dubli portal, and you're going to get 7% cash back as a VIP member from Best Buy. I just bought some GoPro videos, and I got like 38 bucks back that I would have wasted, that would have went to the retailer. So, does anybody know, around the holidays, if anybody's going to travel? Anybody going to travel? Anybody going to use a hotel? Imagine getting 11.8% as a VIP member back at hotels.com. This is the Google search. This is the hotels.com website. This is not a Dubli mall. There's no jacked up prices. These are the internet prices that everybody would get anyway, and the cash back is on top of that. So imagine being able to give away a free toolbar to anybody you want and making money, making a residual income on every purchase that they make for the rest of their life online. Guys, the business model is perfect. And there's 3 things that I want you to understand right away. And I want to jump right into them because these are very powerful. When something has never been done in the industry before, they become very attractive, and they have a lot of gravity, and they attract a lot of people. Now remember, this is really the first true global opportunity where you don't have to change buying habits. This is a publicly traded company that's pre-launching, looking for leadership in the United States, but we have 190 countries available. Realize this, that most companies will get into 2 or 6 or 10, at best, eventually, years later, 20 countries. What about the other 170 countries, guys? That's leaving a lot of money on the table. Now, the second first in the industry is our compensation plan. We have a true combination because most MLM companies will not have a customer base. It's all of the customers are actually distributors. When they're not making money, as 95% of people don't, They go off their auto ship. They're no longer on the product, and there's no real value in the marketplace. What happens too in that opportunity is that these people are stuck with all this product that they auto ship to their house they couldn't keep up with using. They never went and sold it. So the internet becomes the enemy of this MLM because people are dumping their product for half price on eBay or Amazon, and you know, that's not what you want in an opportunity, folks. The last first in the industry is you know, is really something very unique. It's the business model. Never before, and the people involved, folks, never before has a cashback system like this that's global really come together with the best internet marketers in the world. And guess what? They're sharing their knowledge with us. It's worth the price of admission here with Dubli because of the training on social media and the training on how to drive traffic on the internet to pay the price to get involved. Every company has you know, an opportunity to get started. This is going to be more valuable than you've ever seen. So one of the things we have along with this internet marketing is this, what we call the rotator or the internet funnel. And what this is, folks, is this is driving traffic. People that are shopping all over online, they're going to see videos, they're going to go into a portal, they're going to get emailed, and they're going to join Dubli as a customer. They're going to join Dubli as a BA or business associate, or they're going to join as a partner program affiliate. And all of those people are going to come into our businesses if we help build this funnel. So now what would we do to build this funnel? What can you do to earn customers and business builders and partners? Very simple. And please, at the end of this, you know, talk to your sponsor, talk to the person who brought you here and say, hey, what are these tasks? But, you know, don't let that stop you, because what you can trust us, obviously, that they're not going to be difficult. They're simple enough for a fifth grader. There's going to be instructional videos, and they're not hard to do. You know, you choose which ones, you choose your keywords, and you download some software, and you can create some little animated videos that are really powerful. They go into the Wukar Power Team site. They go on the internet, and they help build the funnel. So the more people we can involve in the opportunity, the more videos, the bigger the funnel gets, and the more customers and business associates and partners that we get. So I want to give you some numbers here, folks, and as we move forward, you're going to start to understand the power of this combination of compensation. We have a true customer base in Dubli. There's about 300 customers to every business builder. And what that means is there's a true opportunity and a true value in the marketplace for our technology and for getting cash back. Now let's assume that conservatively each customer gets $500 in cash back each year. Okay? And usually it's much more than that. But let's just say that we earn 25%, which we do, on each customer. And what that would be is about a value of $125 per year per customer. So 10 customers, go out and get 10 customers tomorrow. You just gave yourself a $1,250 raise. As those customers tell other customers, realize this becomes viral. Those are all your customers because there's no other business associate between you and them. So the customer base becomes viral. You get 100 customers from the internet, from social media, from your friends and family, from other business associates, okay? That's an $11,500 raise next year. As they tell a few people, 500 customers, $62,000. This isn't even in the other back end of our compensation plan, guys. Down the road, when we have 5,000 customers, think of a $625,000 a year as they're shopping online, doing what they're doing, and they're not quitting. For the first time in MLM, you have almost zero attrition. Who is going to give up a free or $99 opportunity to have kind of a Costco membership to save $500 to $1,000? Nobody, folks. I haven't given up my Costco membership in over 20 years. I still use it to this day, and they give me about 2% cash back, and I can only get it yearly. So the customer base is viral, and it keeps going and going and going, and there's plenty of stories about that. This is a little description about the customer base. We don't really talk about premium much. It's $5 a month. Sign people up for free. What we understand through the history of Dubli is that 7 out of 10 customers will upgrade to the VIP level and spend the $99 because they want to get more cash back. As you can see, that between the 427 and the 787, if you're going to spend 99, to make an extra $300, obviously it's a much better plan. So your customer base is viral, the toolbar is free. Great news is 25% on all those customers, even if you don't want to build a team of business builders. So you do not have to recruit if you don't want to. I would highly suggest you tell people you love about this opportunity, because wait till what you're about to hear hits you guys. Really, truly the first residual income I've ever seen in network marketing. So let's jump into something that I think is very exciting. I think you will too. It's called the Partner Program. And the Partner Program, what we've seen with it, folks, is that it's easy. And it's easy if you pick up the phone. If you do nothing, hey, maybe you'll make nothing. If you're one of those people that's going to do nothing, we don't want you on our team. This may not be for you, but if you'll just do something, you could build a significant income with this part of the program. And what it is that you can call any charity, 501c3, nonprofit, or church for fundraising. And you can be a hero, be a force for good, and we'll help you do that. If you're on our team, folks, we will help you make these calls. We'll really stand there and walk beside you, hold your hand until you can do them on your own. So there's no reason not to sign these people up. We have heard not one no so far on our team with partner programs. So you can make an incredible contribution, get a lifetime of residual income, and the way it works is pretty simple. The partner program is a huge residual income because what it is you say to, say, a charity. You say, we'd like to raise some money for you. Are you open to that? Yes. Send them a video, send them an email, follow up. We set up a meeting, and we say, if you sign up all of your members and all of your people and all of your supporters for free, and all of the shopping that they do for the rest of their lives, say there's 1,000 people, you'll get a residual income, and the person that enrolls that partner program will get a residual income as well off of that. So it's the easiest way to get 1,000 customers by signing up one partnership. Maybe they have 10,000 members. We just heard a story of somebody that's going to sign up a partner program that has 5 million members around the United States alone. Folks, that's, a couple of those, you're done. So this is obviously not your mom and pop's ordinary network marketing company selling soap and brooms out of your closet. I want to be real clear. Now, there's 4 different ways to build this business. That's why I said in the beginning there's something for everybody. You could stay home, not tell anybody, and begin to work on top here the internet funnel. Create some videos, do some tasks, earn credits for customers. As the customers come into your business, all of their shopping for the rest of their life pays your residual income on every transaction. That's exciting enough to join, folks. Please tell me a better business model than that. Number 2 is the partner program we just discussed. No brainer. Everyone has said yes. Right, 99% of people are going to say yes in a tough economy. Things have been really hard for people to raise money for their church and charity, 501c3. Number 3 is the free customer. Just go get people on the toolbar for free. Tell them, go to small businesses if you want. Talk to your friends and family. I have a gift versus trying to sell them something for the rest of their life. Number 4 is really exciting because about 8 out of 10 people will say yes if you can get them in front of these videos, in front of this website. It's called team building or bringing in business associates, because then your business starts to grow virally. When 4 tell 4, it's 16 and 32 and 64 and 128, and you have all of those customers and all of those memberships and all of those partner programs underneath you, you can build a massive, massive residual income. We're going to talk about the binary commissions. We'll talk about the matching bonuses here in a minute. But this compensation plan, folks, will absolutely blow you away. Another first in the industry. Never before have you been able to earn 20% on a pay leg in a binary. 12% in my last company sounded great. We touted it as the best in the industry. You can earn up to 20% on your pay leg in this binary system. So it's really a double kind of an overlay system. There's a front end and a back end. Just to give you a very brief overview, not to get confused, but in the first part of the system, you can build rank by getting 3 people who bring on 3. You become an SD or sales director in the company. As you get 5 different teams of SDs, you become a VP, and you'll earn a lot in the Cayman Islands. And as you have 5 teams and you have a VP, it doesn't matter if you personally enroll them or not, a VP on each of your 5 legs, you'll earn a home in the Cayman Islands. The first 500 people to do that will get a home in the Cayman Islands, which is a tax-free haven. Now on the back end of that plan, so there you're going to earn on everybody's customers and their memberships from 5 to 27.5% as you move up in rank. And then, guys, there's the exciting binary plan. This is whereby you can enroll 2 people that want to do this business for any reason. Partnership program, they're excited about the customer base, not just selling and recruiting juice. Guys, you got to get that this is different. So as you move up in rank and your team gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you're going to earn 10, 15, or 20% on your pay leg, which has never been done before. And the matching bonuses are 4 generations deep, which means you're going to earn on almost all of the people on their binary checks in your business. Very, very exciting, folks. Here's just a brief example of the binary. This would be the weaker side or the pay side. If everybody just enrolled 4 people, they're much easier to maintain here than they are in usual MLM companies. So 20 people becomes 84, becomes 340, becomes 1,300. You're already making 20 grand a month on that many people on your pay side, guys. This is the easiest recruiting you'll ever do. What you must realize is that about 8 of 10 people say yes here, where in usual network marketing and traditional MLM, about 2 out of 10 will say yes, if you're lucky. So this is a much more powerful program. Here's a little bit on the Cayman Islands, the first 500 people. So go fast, folks. This is about going fast, really taking this on like you want to take your life on, using this as the platform to make a difference in your life and in other people's lives. What do? Okay, activate your membership. Get involved. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm in the shed, folks. I say yes. I said yes. I had to make the same decision you did, but I was aware of the factors that we're talking about today. Once you're aware, if you can't make a decision on this, you're blocking your own success. Don't do that. Not with so much great information on the table. Number 2, secure a top participant in the downline. Real estate, guys, this is prime real estate. You're at the ground floor of something where location is the most important thing. Why? Because talent is always trumped by timing. When 10,000 people are underneath you and you can only bring in 5 or 10 or 20 or even 100 people, it's because of duplication and momentum and growth that will happen, and that will pay you 10, 100, even 1,000 times your efforts if you're in the right place at the right time and you can make a simple decision. So think big money with this opportunity. And I want to share real quickly before we end the presentation about 2 different ways to get started. Very simple. The TM is $594. You're going to get a $99 business license and 5 VIP customer vouchers to sell, demo, give away, whatever you want to do, donate. It's a $500 value. And another $100 value here. It's about $600. You get a 10% fast start bonus on all the people you bring in. So if you bring someone in, you'll make about $50. Okay, that's great. It's a good way to start. But if you want to be part of the partnership program, you're going to have to pay an extra $1,000 to get certified for the partnership program. So that's $1,594. So instead of doing that, find the money, borrow the money, get the money. I know this can be a lot for some of you, but when it's important, 80% of our team is finding the money to go PPA, Partnership Program Accelerator. It's $24.75. They will waive the $1,000 certification fee for the partnership program, which you're going to want to be involved with. You get the 10% fast start and 25 vouchers worth $100 each. That's $2,500 in value right there that pays for this startup. Get them in people's hands. The shopping will pay you back. Sell them. You sell them for $75, give people a discount. The company will give you $25 every time one is activated. So that's $100 a piece. You'll move faster towards the Cayman Islands home. You'll be more at the top. You get an instant promotion to a TL or team leader when you do this part of the program, when you enter as a PPA. You'll get deeper matching bonuses. You'll make more money, and I'm going to show you that model here in a minute. You'll duplicate the right leadership success in your business, and I'm going to show you a model whereby you can make $40,000 in your first 3 months. Now, this is not going to happen perfectly, but watch this model, because if you start as a TM, everybody that comes in after you is going to say, what did you do? And I started at TM. They're going to start at TM as well. So go PPA to set up a good precedent in your business. Let's just say you enrolled 10 people in your first month. And here it is right here, guys. Here's the model at PPA level. All right, what that means is you're going to make a 10% fast start, which is about $250 a piece. You're going to make your money back right away. And as you place them in your binary on each side, you'll have 5 on each side. You're going to make another $1,250, which is $3,750. You're already in the black. Let's just say you never enroll another person in your life in Dubli. But in month 2, we help with our systems and internet systems and social media systems and belly-to-belly systems that each of those people enrolls 5 people only. Not 10, but 5. That means you have 50 new people in your business, 25 on each side, times 2,500 is 62,500. Let's just say it's a minimum, 10% on your pay leg. You didn't, it would actually be more because you've enrolled 10 people. You'd probably be at a 15 or 20% level, but let's be conservative. That's $6,250 in month number 2. But here's the magic of duplication and being on a powerful team with great training. Let's just say those 50 people, right, in month 3 each told 5 as well, and they never enrolled another person. That's 250 people in your business, 125 on each side, times $2,500 in volume is 309,000 plus, times the 10% of your pay leg would be 30 grand or almost 31 grand. When you add that up, that's 40 grand in your first 3 months because you made a decision to go PPA. Folks, we sit in the perfect place. This is the beginning of something very, very special. As you can see, we're at the ground floor. Quick story, I was in a company called Nu Skin many years ago. Nu Skin was well past its timing curve, had already become a billion-dollar company, and I joined up here after stability had happened, and I missed the momentum. And the people that walked across the stage making millions and millions of dollars told me, do what I do, and you're going to make the big money just like me. And what they didn't tell me is that I missed the timing and momentum of the company. They started in 1984. It took them 5 years to grow to momentum. In 1989, they shot up in an exponential way. In 1991, they stabilized as a billion-dollar company and have grown ever since, but very slowly, methodically, as they went to other countries around the world, folks. What we know is that we know people that were involved. I've made a friend, a true story about Mark Barrett. Mark's a friend of mine on Facebook now, and he was involved with this opportunity. And he said he enrolled 7 people, and it was the right people at the right place at the right time. And as they went through momentum, his check went from 20,000 to 40 to 50 to 60 to 80 to 120. And I have a copy of his check. By the time they stabilized, he was at about $150,000 a month. You can't do that on your own, folks. This is about timing and momentum. So lastly, before we close this out, I want to ask you a couple questions, and I want you to answer them for yourself. Can you do this business? Of course you can. But I want you to understand, because that's the biggest withhold with people and the biggest block in their success is, well, the confusion racket. I don't know if I can do it. It sounds great, but sometimes you just don't believe in yourself. So I want to clarify. Number 1, if you can email and text out a link and have people watch some videos, you're going to get them interested. Okay. Number 2, can you perform some simple tasks that are easy enough for a 5th grader? Yes, you can, so you can do this business. Can you send people to a recorded or live event at globalautoprofits.com/live to watch this opportunity? Can you send people to dubliinfopack.com? Can you give away free Dubli.com toolbars so people can start shopping for free and you make a residual income? Of course you can. It's a gift you're not selling. If you have a desire and you have a coachability, we will teach you how to get unlimited social media leads from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. You just have to be coachable, folks. And if you can make a simple phone call with the help of a friend and an upline to a partner program, you're going to get an incredible residual income. That's why they say yes, and that's why you can say yes. So where that brings us, folks, is to the end of the presentation. What you have to realize, too, is if you came here through an email system, that the very reason you're here is that that system works. And you, when you join at a PPA level, are going to be able to be part of that email system that brought you here today. You're going to have access to that very system. So you don't tell me this doesn't work, folks. This works. And I'll leave this screen up here so you can make your decision. We're really, really excited that you sat through this. Do the right thing. Call the person back that sent you here. get with them. Yes or no is fine. Maybe is not as powerful as a yes or no. Let them know if you need a little time to get the money, to get it together, go PPA and grow quickly with us in Dubli. We're really excited to work with you folks. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you at the top, and we'll certainly see you in the Cayman Islands. Thanks again. Bye-bye.